I'm so happy. A happy-go-lucky me. I just go my way each and every day. Just when I'm doing stuff around the house.
Have you ever thought about making a musical?
Not until right now.
Well, welcome to the Squires station.
Thanks for having me, man. It's great to be here.
And you know, I'm the host, Davey Squires.
It's nice to meet you.
nice to meet you. And this episode is presented by StickerU.com. If you want professional stickers done right, look no further than StickerU.com. And also, they were doing temporary tattoos and iron-ons too. So that's new at their store. Link in the description below. I'm here with Blind Joel, Wallace. He's also behind him. It's there
somewhere. There
right
it is.
There
Right
it
there.
is.
It's nice to be on a show where you show up and there's your name on a flyer from a show you did.
Freak Stomp.
Yeah, what year was that? That was the year with Afroman. It was like
2018.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah, I was living in Texas that year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, came up for the gig, released the CD. Who is Joel Wallace? Available on all streaming platforms.
Link in the description below.
Yeah.
No, I love that out. I liked Brother's Keeper. That was probably my favorite from that.
Yeah, I love that song too. It's kind of heavy, and when I go through things again that inspired that song, it just gets heavier and heavier on me. Like, damn it, why does this keep happening?
Yeah. So it kind of the theme of it kind of keeps coming back.
Unfortunately, yeah, because it was written about losing a lot of my friends to addiction and stuff like that. I lost a good number of them up to that point, and one of the things that I was dealing with was that it's happened so much that it was getting hard to grieve. And like that year, it happened twice in a week. Two of my old friends, and I got a phone call about my old friend Steve, and all I had to say was "damn," and like it took a few weeks to really process it. And my other friend, it was my friend Justice, he died that week too, and I saw a post from his brother, and it was a poem that he had written to Justice or I don't remember if he wrote it to, I think he wrote it to Justice, and it was called Brother's Keeper, and none of the lines are the same as in my song, but I thought that to pay homage to him and to his relationship with his brother, to call it Brother's Keeper. And that was really the first time I was able to grieve for those two of my friends. When I sat down and wrote that song, I wrote it and I played through it for the first time, and I was bawling. It was really powerful, and I know that it's helped a lot of other people since then, and it's just kind of knowing that they're not alone in feeling that way or going through those kind of issues. And unfortunately, it has happened a few times since then where I've lost some people to the same thing, and it's, every time I have to play it, it's like, man, thinking about my brothers.
Kind of, I think that's a good way to kind of take those emotions and put them into a work of art.
Yeah,
I think that's a cool thing to do. If you are a musician, it's like that's kind of like an outlet for you.
Yeah,
to go to.
One of the cool things too that happened to me regarding that song is I was out in California and I met Kelly Noel, Bradley Noel's sister, and got to talk to her, and we were able to in that conversation relate a little bit. As I told her, she has the organization, the Bradley Noel Foundation in Bradley's house. And so I was talking to her a little bit about that song, and I sent it to her, and she sent me a nice message back after she listened to it. And it was just kind of like a sweet moment of like getting to share that beauty created from pain.
And I think it's a shared thing too, where it's like one person will go through that same like traumatic event with somebody else, and then another person will go through that same event. It's kind of like that connection in art, like I mean, like we're all making music out there. It's just like how we take those emotions. I feel like,
yeah,
in a philosophical way. I guess.
Well, it's been kind of how I've written my whole life. Like, honestly, I've had the most stress-free, happiest year ever. I haven't written anything. Well, up until this past week, but most of my life, like, I write the stuff that I can't help but think about and dwell on, and I write the things that are bothering me and turn them into something that makes me happy and feel fulfilled. And it's almost hard to write songs that are happy and joyous, even though some of the songs that I write, like the music is happy and it's upbeat and stuff like that. But there's still a little bit of those tastes in there if you read the lyrics. Like, all right, this came from something that wasn't that great, but now it's something great, and now it's something that I could, taken the pain and made it into joy. Yeah.
How's your year gone? You haven't been on any of my shows since before the pandemic.
Yeah.
So how's it been?
Well, right before the pandemic started, I had a new lineup with Drunken Sunday. Gonna come back with a vengeance, with a new sound, and unfortunately the pandemic happened, and our first show back ended up turning into a live stream, which you can catch on the Drunken Sunday Facebook page. And we did a wedding and a memorial, and that was all we played. But during the year, there's this place in Richfield that I've been playing solo, Whitey's Booze and Burgers, and play there every month. And that's really been my main gig. And I'm still doing it now, kind of been a little bit under the radar. Just doing my monthly show there, doing the loops, and got with a real nice girl, and we're expecting our first baby.
Woo!
Yes. Now I'm gonna be a family guy.
He's a family man now, folks.
Yeah.
Blind Joe Wallace, the family guy.
And she's got 3 awesome kids.
Man.
And we have a great time together. It's awesome.
It's gonna be a full house.
Yeah.
You guys can have your own sitcom.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah. Blind Joel's house.
Dude, I'd watch that every week. Like, you guys, I feel like you guys would get into some crazy hijinks.
Dude, those kids are hilarious.
Just look at your shirt.
Yeah, oh yeah. So, back in May, we were at the youngest one, Lily's birthday dinner, and they just start giggling. And they're like, we know we're getting you for your birthday. We know we're getting you for your birthday. And for months, they kept bringing it up and giggling, and they wouldn't tell me, which, it was cool. And then we were doing a dinner for Drew's birthday yesterday, and they couldn't contain it. They're like, can we give it to you? Can we give it to you? And if anybody's just listening, I have a shirt on that says, I heart hot moms. And that's what they gave me for my birthday, which is in a month.
I love how they saw that, and they were like,
yeah,
this is perfect for you.
Well, they know. They're smart kids.
They are hot moms.
Yeah. I sure do. One of them, at least.
Hot moms love you.
Yeah. I can't wait for my baby girl to get here, because she's going to be hilarious, having to deal with me every day. Oh, she's going to be a trip. I'm going to try to get her to learn to sing before she can walk and talk. Just start doing scales at her. La, 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 la. Now you go. La, 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 la. Now you.
She's gonna learn like every theory thing before she's like 8. Like every.
Well, yeah, when she actually tries to learn, it'll just be second nature. Like, oh yeah, I can do this before I can talk.
Got a prodigy in the works here.
Oh yeah, a young master of the fine arts. She's doing vaudeville shows in the living room. Yeah, I picked a name. Claire Harmony Covender.
Wow.
Yeah. Danielle, my girlfriend's oldest daughter, Ava, suggested Harmony because my niece's name is Melody. And I was like, that is the coolest.
Wow.
Why did I not think of that myself? That's so cool.
Huh.
Yep.
That's sweet.
And I wanted the first name to kind of tie into to Harmony, so we made it the middle name. And I do love me a clear harmony.
Yeah. Yes.
It's my favorite part of my favorite thing.
I love me a 5 chord.
Yeah. Power chord.
Power chord.
Shun, dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
It's just 1-5, bada boom.
That'll be your kid's name. It's young little 5-chord. 5-chord Squires.
5-chord Squires. It's 5 middle name chord, or will it be just like 5 hyphen chord?
Oh yeah, you can throw in another name if you want to hyphen it. I came up with the greatest name for a boy because I was really set on having a boy.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody steal this because I'm still trying to have one. I get one more shot with
Stamp
this name.
it. Yeah.
Middle name Maddox.
Maddox.
First name Otto.
O-T-T-O?
Otto Maddox. OTTO. Otto Maddox.
Otto Maddox.
Oh, dude, he's a shoe-in for any sports league right there.
Otto Maddox.
He'd be a superstar.
That's like the most sporty name ever.
Yeah.
Otto Maddox.
He could be anything.
That's better than LeBron James.
Yeah.
Dude, are you excited about the Browns season this year?
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of sports.
Yeah, did you check out the preseason game? I know a lot of people. You did?
I did, yeah. I tuned in, and I was watching the end of the Indians game,
mm-hmm.
and then they were doing horribly. Like, I mean, their pitching has been horrible. So we were like, what else is on? And it was at halftime when I tuned in.
Mm-hmm.
And then we found this Canadian football game.
Yeah.
And we started watching that. It was like Hamilton versus it was like Ottawa or somewhere.
There's only like 6 or 8 teams, I think.
Yeah.
2 of them are named Rough Riders.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What? You guys couldn't come up with another name? Like, there's like 8 teams in the league.
The Rough Riders versus the Rough Riders.
I just didn't realize how different, like, it's still the same. It's the same sport, but some of the rules are different. Like, there's a point.
People can be in motion at all times.
Yeah.
12 people on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, the field goals are smaller.
Yeah, and
there's only 3 downs.
I think are there 3 downs?
Yeah, I don't think they have 4 downs.
I know there's an extra 50-yard line.
I don't remember. It's been a while since I watched the CFL. But
it's really weird. It's like 50-50, and then there's just a middle line. Is it the 55? Funny. I don't.
Yeah. But yet, I love the preseason. A lot of people don't get into it, but I'm a super freaking nerd when it comes to football, especially the Browns and the NFL. Like, it's all backups for the most part.
Oh yeah.
And I love that because they have to cut down from 90 to 53. And so you're like getting to see all these people fight to get a job, and not just with the Browns, but like if they are in a position like this, running backs who are like 5th and 6th string on our team right now, who they have no chance of making the team.
Yeah.
But if they go out there in the preseason and show out, they're auditioning for 31 other teams.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna be a free agent soon.
I mean, they got scouting agents there. I'm pretty sure other teams, go to other games and.
Yeah, and then or even just to make a practice squad, because once they're on the practice squad, they're making a good amount of money,
yeah.
and any team in the league they have an injury or whatever, they can pull from anybody's practice squad. But there's some players that the Browns got that are low in the depth chart right now that I'm like looking like if they show out, they can make the teams. I kind of have a little bit of a knack for finding these guys, like knowing who's going to be beforehand, just from doing my own kind of scouting and stuff. I'm always telling my friends, like, look out for this dude, and they're like, who was that? But Richard LeCounte from Georgia, the safety, he's gonna be good. He already made some big plays. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is definitely as advertised. He looks awesome. Looking to see Anthony Schwartz get some playing time in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, I've heard about him.
He's the fastest player in the draft, and playing wide receiver and stuff like that is a really crowded room. But I think if he can show out in the preseason, he might make the team. If not, he's probably going to end up on the practice squad or get picked up by somebody else, unfortunately. But
Who was quarterback?
It was Case Keenum started.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to make the team. And then Kyle Lauletta, who was, I think, a 3rd-round draft pick in 2017 or 18 from the Giants. He's just been a backup so far, but he was pretty highly rated coming out of college. And he looked good.
Yeah.
He looked like he played big and threw a couple nice touchdowns. I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns went into the season with 3 quarterbacks this year instead of 2 like we did last year. But they probably won't, because there's a lot of other positions where we have so much depth, and it's like gotta be. I wouldn't want to have to make those decisions when you gotta cut super good players.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause injuries happen, and it's nice to have that dude where it's like, all right, you've been on the bench, but now it's your turn.
Oh yeah, things can totally flip on their head as soon as you're, even like 4 or 5 games in. I mean, like anything can happen in terms of injuries, stuff like that. What do you think the record's gonna be? What are you predicting here?
Well, it's so weird now that there's an extra game. So like I'm so used to like the way that the numbers matched up before, but I think that they'll probably win. We won 11 last year, and I don't think we'll get worse. So probably 11-6 is my floor. But I think they could do even better than that. Maybe it used to be so like 13-4 or something like that. I think minimum we'll win 11 games.
Yeah.
Last year, Kevin Stefanski's first year, after a loss, the next week we just looked so much better.
Yeah.
Like it really, out of all the coaches that we've had, for sure, he learns from the mistakes and gets better immediately. That dude works so hard, and he gets the whole team and the whole coaching staff working that hard. And there's a lot of pride in the Cleveland Browns organization right now that wasn't there before. So I think anytime they lose, look forward to a 4 or 5 game win streak after that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, plus everybody's coming back too. That hasn't happened ever.
No. Not only that the whole offense is coming back, but I've never seen an entire coaching staff be retained for the Cleveland Browns. That's awesome. And for years I've said that the biggest problem that the Browns have had is not who they've had, but the continuity. And like when they don't maybe live up to expectations, they're gone.
Yeah.
So nobody really has a chance to develop. And when it comes to quarterbacks, everybody. But I think that it's great, the hires that they made on the coaching staff, and that we're going to have that continuity for the first time ever. Going into the same, like our team isn't learning new playbooks again.
Yeah.
Every year is a new playbook, a new coordinator, So we're going to second year in the same system on offense and defense, and only the new players have to learn the stuff, not our key guys. And also they're re-signing the cornerstones of the team, which is great. We're not farming players for the rest of the league right now, like we used to.
That's the Indians' job right now.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just so salty about them trading away every single decent player they've had in the past 3 years. Like it's like I don't know. I'm more of an Indians fan more so than the Browns. I do watch. I mean, I watch all the teams from Cleveland and Akron and stuff. But it's like when you're trading away players. It's like how the Browns were. Like it just It's like what? Not even players. They were like farming coaches too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like fucking what was it? Bill Belichick, wasn't he?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that was like a farming thing, but he was unfortunately caught in the middle of that when we sold the team.
Yeah.
Which that was like all between the owner and Art Modell and the city.
Yeah.
He wanted a new stadium. They didn't want to do it. And so he's like, well, I'll take it to Baltimore where they're going to be happy to build a new stadium, because their team had the same thing happen to them. Except it was even worse because we got a year's notice. When the Baltimore Colts moved to Indianapolis, it was in the darkness of night.
Yeah.
They just drove them on buses out of there. And it's like, oh, we don't have a football team anymore? What happened? They stole it. They took our precious.
They're still on their way there. We can bring them back.
Yeah. So Baltimore was super happy to get that team. And it's funny watching. I rewatched the press conference that they did, and they called them the Baltimore Browns and everything.
Wow.
Really weird.
Yeah.
Before they changed the name.
God,
so yeah, damn. Belichick was just kind of caught in the middle of that. And then he actually, I think he was going to be the Jets head coach. Did one press conference and was like, "I'm out of here."
He knew it. He knew it was a bad idea.
And then became the greatest of all time with the Pats.
Him and Brady. What do you think about Tom Brady moving to Tampa Bay?
It's interesting. It's really crazy that he won the Super Bowl the first freaking year.
I know. Like, damn. I feel like he's the LeBron of football. I feel like, to a point.
Maybe more MJ, because he's got more championships.
That's true. Yeah.
It's the Michael Jordan.
Of course, Jordan was on the Wizards, but he never won a championship with them.
Didn't he?
No, I don't think with the Wizards.
I don't know. Write in the comments if Michael Jordan. Won a championship after coming back to the NBA.
I thought he tanked. I thought he came back from baseball. He came back to the Bulls, and he won a championship, right?
No, he did baseball, and then he went to the Wizards.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I thought they tanked.
I don't remember.
I thought it was a while ago.
Yeah, I was quite young, and I like basketball. I was really into basketball when LeBron was here, and got to go to a lot of those games and really feel that energy. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a few games after he left too, and it was sad, especially in comparison.
Like the first time he left.
Yeah, that's really what I'm talking about. I was there like before he left, and then the year after. Like I'm used to, what is it? I don't know how many people is it? 26,000 people or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just every time the PA guy's like, "Get on your feet!" No hesitation. No hesitation. Everybody's on their feet. Yeah. They're yelling and cheering. Everything's awesome. And then that next year, it's like maybe less than half full. And he's like, "Get on your feet!" And I go to get up. And I'm like, nobody's doing it. I guess I'll sit down.
There's no reason. I'm not watching it. Who was on that team?
Kyrie was a rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no one else.
But that was the second year. They didn't even... Because LeBron left, and in the first year after that, they didn't even have any good draft picks, right?
Well,
it was like Drew Gooden, Daniel Gibson, I think, was still on the team.
Yeah, Booby.
Yeah. And is Larry Hughes still on the team?
I don't know. I barely remember. I love that year before he left, though. We had Big Z and Shaq on the same team. That was so fun to watch. Just two monsters. And watching Shaq fall over and throw his legs over his head every time.
Oh,
but
Shaq was pretty old at that point.
Yeah,
he was in his glory years.
Yeah. And I'm not that big into baseball. When we were in the World Series, I was intently watching. But
we blew a 3-1 lead.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
It happens.
Yeah, you just become a guardian. A guardian, maybe.
LaGuardia. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But I love football.
Football's one of those sports I can get really drunk and just...
Well, I just love the mental aspect of it. There's so much detail into being great. Like, it's a chess game within a chess game within a chess game. And, like, in my early 20s, we would play these backyard games, and I was really good at playing quarterback. I'm trying to put together a game to where, like, hopefully this fall, with a bunch of people, just so I can play quarterback again before I fully go blind. Mm-hmm. I don't even know how many, like, if I have another year or two that I'll be able to do it. And I went out and threw the ball not long ago, and I was like, I can still do this. So I want to get some people together, get somebody to film it. I got a comedian friend of mine, Tank with a C. He's going to do some commentary.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I think we get some really good content out of it. And if the videos and stuff like that do well, I'm thinking maybe I could do like a yearly football game in the summer and, try to raise some money for retinitis pigmentosa research.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the disease that is causing me to go blind. Blind Joel's blind guy football game, something. I'll come up with the name.
Oh my God, it's just a bunch of blind people playing football.
I could find some more half blind people to play.
Get Blind James.
I don't know, maybe he could be the cheerleader.
I'm just imagining him being a cheerleader now.
Yeah, he'd be a great cheerleader.
He's aerodynamic.
Yeah,
he's aerodynamic.
Just get Waldo pushing him around behind him. Right, left, right.
Straight, right, left, right.
Yeah. We're all definitely a little too old for tackle, though, so we'll probably have to make a flag football or something.
Flag football. Yeah. Some gym class.
Yeah. I went to a convention for the National Federation of the Blind a couple years ago, and it was the first time I've ever done anything like that, and man, it was crazy to be around 150 blind people at once at a DoubleTree hotel.
Wow.
And they were all just walking around, heads held high, just looking proud, and I realized they just didn't need to see where they were going. So,
yeah.
Why not stretch the neck a little?
But,
it A lot of funny stuff happened that weekend too.
Where was that at?
It was in Columbus.
Okay.
And like it was crazy too. After everything was done for the day, you go into the hotel bar and it's just packed with blind people, drunk blind people.
Hell yeah.
And you think it'd be people like falling over, but it wasn't any of that. There's a lot of cane tapping and people going, "Hey Walter, that you? Yeah, who's that?" And then at one time I was sitting at the bar and this lady comes up and she sticks her hand directly in my lap. And she goes, "Oh, just grope somebody. What's your name?"
Just on a dime.
I was like, "Are you even blind? That's just your move."
Are you?
How about reach for the back of the chair?
Yeah.
She's just walking around patting
like,
for crotches.
Does she have a staff or anything? Like?
I think so. Maybe a dog. I don't remember. I remember being shocked and then holding back laughter. Like,
just like
Joel, yeah, just what's your name?
Oh my god!
Well, you freaking find something you like, dear?
That's the main question. Like, did you like? Leave a Yelp review. Like, what's the deal here? You mentioned comedy. I know you were doing some stand up for a minute. How's that going?
It's been a while. I did one show during the pandemic, and it felt really good to get back out there doing it. I've been kind of itching to do it again, but I haven't reached out or tried to go out and do any mics or anything like that. I want to. I've got a lot of ideas written down, but not a lot of fully fledged jokes, fleshed out jokes. But I'm itching to do it again.
Yeah.
I kind of maybe need somebody. Not that I need it, but once somebody's like, "Hey, you want to do a comedy show?" I'll be like, "Yep,
yeah,
that's all I needed," and then I'll finish these jokes and get out there and do it again. But I love doing stand up. It's so like the nerves are good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I used to get really, really nervous, and now I don't. I'm comfortable with if it doesn't go perfectly. And
yeah, I think the world needs comedy right now.
Yeah. I've been considering writing some funny songs. People have been telling me to do that forever, and I've kind of resisted it. But I'm considering it now because I need to do whatever I can to start being more successful in entertainment. Because it's the only thing I can do is be entertaining. I can tell jokes. I can sing songs. I can act. But I can't do much else. So whatever avenue takes me to making a good living, that's what I'm gonna do. And that's kind of why I've been just playing these like bar shows and stuff. I've been making better money than I've ever made, and playing solo too. I don't have to pay anybody.
Yeah. I feel that. I feel playing solo. I feel like there's nothing like playing with a band, but
yeah, it's definitely a special. It's like after you play solo for so long, it's such a privilege to have a band to play with. Mm-hmm. It's expensive though.
Yeah, well, I've made the transition to having a band, and it's like then I'll play something. I'll play like a solo gig, or I've been doing like senior homes, like playing piano.
That's great.
Usually they have like a grand piano set up in like the main area, but like it feels so weird doing a solo show after playing with a band for so many shows.
Well, it's like your repertoire is different.
Yeah.
Like, you have things that they don't know so that you can do those. But then there's all the songs that you do with the band, and it's like, oh, I can't make this sound as good as... You just get so used to having the other pieces that it's just so empty sounding to you when you play one of those songs. Like, if I try to play a Drunken Sunday song by myself, I'm like, this sucks. Other people are enjoying it.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just like, man, this song's supposed to sound so much better than this. It's supposed to be so much more here. And then what I do with looping, that definitely cuts it down because, you have to do something that you can make dynamic and at the same time play over and over again. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, oh, there's too many changes in that song. No way I'm getting to play that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of fun to figure out the things that work with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can kind of switch it up to make it kind of like a different version of the song. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I do with solo shows now. I kind of like... I treat each song kind of like an art song, where it's like, it's kind of like more classical. I kind of go off on tangents and, make the verses or the progression longer, because it's like I can do whatever I want because nobody. I mean, it's a solo show,
and I'm getting paid by the hour here, so maybe I'll have 3 solos in this song.
Yeah, I'll have like a winery gig, and I'll just be like, I'm getting paid by the hour. I might as well bullshit something else here.
Yeah, usually it's 4 minutes. It's gonna be about 12 today.
Maybe 20, 40.
And now here's my 30-minute rendition of Maggot Brain.
Yes, on piano.
Yeah.
Dude, I can just imagine doing the goddamn arpeggio bass notes. Dude, just like for 12 straight minutes. You were like, all right,
yeah,
I can do it. It's fine. I mean, if someone requests Maggot Brain, I'm not gonna say no, but I will say it's gonna be variably different than the version they're used to.
Right.
It's like when people like. I've been doing some Peter Frampton songs on piano, and people love it. It just sounds like different enough where it's its own song.
Right.
And like that's all I can do. Like if you're gonna request like an Eagles song or like a Tom Petty song or even like a Grateful Dead song or something, it's gonna be a little different because it's just the piano. You know, it's not a guitar.
Mm-hmm. There's some songs that I do with the loops that like it calls for me to like just keep it simple, and then there's some that I've really figured out how to make it intricate and cool, like "Crawling" by Linkin Park.
Oh yeah,
there's so much kind of like hip hop element into it that it makes it easy on me to just do like different things with it. And it's so fun to play like different drum parts on the keys and just throw all these different things in.
Oh yeah,
but that's probably one of the more intricate ones. Figured out how to have like on the one channel this verse section and then the other channel the chorus, and where it gets big, and I'm like where are these cymbals and stuff coming from?
Just don't take too many mushrooms.
Yes, where are the drums? Drums! I'm hearing, where are they? Drums! Am I hearing them? Yeah. And some of my originals I've got some nice arrangements for now. I've spent a lot of time on them. And then there's other ones where it's like, I should probably just keep this simple.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be setting up the sound for so long. Mm-hmm. And then you have to hear the song. It's like, all right, it's been 6 minutes. Now I'm ready to play the song. We've been hearing the song. We've heard it.
We've heard this.
Oh, you need to sing on it now. Oh, okay.
Very different.
Now there's context.
There's the story. You gotta have the story. Shoot.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna end it off there. Anything you want to say to the audience before we end it off? Any words of wisdom? I had some one thing that I wanted to talk about. If we can go a little longer. Oh yeah.
I'm still gonna have a band moving forward. Right now, we need a drummer. So any drummers out there, hit me up. Joel Covender, Blind Joe Wallace, get a hold of me, and we'll talk and see what happens. But with coming back with Drunken Sunday, my main focus was to, because before we did all types of different genres.
Yeah. But
my main focus was making rock music again. Really good rock music. And incorporating all the things that people love and have always loved about rock music. Because today, it doesn't exist. There's no popular rock music out there. I can't name anything. Can you?
Like this decade?
Like now, like this year, last year.
The only thing I can think, my favorite rock album that's kind of recent is Foo Fighters' Wasting Light.
Okay, yeah.
2011. But that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago. Yeah. They're out gigging. There's bands out there gigging.
Yeah, but they've been around for a while. Like, there's no new rock bands that are...
No, not at all. And there's so much that the world's missing out on when it comes to that. And, like, one of the bands that I grew up listening to and loved, Our Lady Peace, came out with a new song called Stop Making Stupid People Famous. And I'm like, oh, I love that. They're going to come... This is the perfect opportunity for a great rock song. It comes out and I listen to it and it's disco. It's like if the Killers did disco.
That's what the Foo Fighters did. Actually, they made a disco album.
It's so depressing to me that, like, it's just even it. I don't know if you'd call it selling out or giving in to like. And also with the stop making stupid people famous, I guess maybe they were trying to aim it at the people they're trying to talk to, like stop.
Yeah, yeah.
Which it makes sense. It's almost like a tongue-in-cheek thing.
Yeah.
But it seemed like a missed opportunity for a great rock song, and you just don't hear it anymore. And I want to be part of the resurgence of rock music. AC/DC said it would never die. It's dead, and it needs a resurrection.
It's dead, and I feel like the same things have been beaten to death with what rock is. Mm-hmm. I feel like somebody needs to come and just reinvent it. Yeah,
we need good rock singers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of my favorite ones, have passed away. Eddie Vedder's still out there doing the thing, but Cornell and Lane and Scott Weiland and all them. You can make good rock music without having the kind of downfall and stuff that they had. Yeah. We've all learned from it, but I know they're out there. There's good rock singers out there. There's good players out there who can really make some music with attitude to get people going.
Yeah,
it's captivating, gets people going. But we've been writing these songs, and some of them got Cornell vibes mixed with other stuff. Like I got this one song that's like, it's definitely got Alice in Chains vibes mixed with Stone Temple Pilots. We're working on another one that's like Pearl Jam with a breakdown that's like Tool with a guitar riff that sounds like Ozzy. And it's like taking all these things that we all loved about this music, this kind of music that really got me into music in general in the first place, and trying to resurrect it. And we just need a drummer.
So if you're a drummer,
link in the description.
I will have your links in the description.
Yeah.
And that's a really good point to make. I think rock music is, it's still there, but it's not there because it's like people claim. It's like how country music today claims to be country music. It's not country music.
It's
not.
It's pop hip hop with a southern accent and extra pandering.
Yeah, it's like
we're gonna throw some 808s and talk about dogs and beer.
What is country about beer? What the fuck is country? I don't understand what.
I don't know.
Like,
and whiskey. Yeah,
there's beer in the cities.
Right.
In whiskey.
Yeah. He's gonna take whiskey too.
Talk about moonshine.
Yeah,
that's country.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. What about the lads out in Ireland? They got whiskey too.
Yeah. Might as well make some Irish country.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather have Irish country than anything else.
Absolutely, I'd get down on that. Mr. Scottish Wallace.
Is your phone ringing?
Yeah, I put it on mute though because I'm a professional, brother. Ooh. Or I could actually, it's Jimmy. We can tell him say hi.
Jimmy.
Hey, we're on a podcast right now. Say hello.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. You're on the You're on the Squires show. This is Jimmy Parsons. He's a guitar player, plays with me, and he's excellent. He's one of the best that I've ever heard, and he's a damn musical genius. Jimmy Parsons, everybody.
Thank you. Wow. What can I say? Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, you're good. We're just wrapping up.
Was Jimmy the one with the laser coming out of his eyes on that one show at the Outpost?
Yeah, probably.
Was that Mike or
did we play the Outpost? Oh yeah, we did with we did a Blind Joel Wallace set there.
Yeah, was that Mike or was that Jimmy? I'm confused.
Oh, if you're talking about the Drunken Sunday reunion, it was Mike.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. Was that? No, it wasn't me.
Lasers coming out of his eyes.
Sometimes it looks like he's got lasers coming out of his eyes.
It's just like
nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right, Jimmy. I'll give you a call back when we're done here.
Sweet.
All right. Say bye to the podcast listeners.
Bye, podcast listeners.
I'm gonna put it like a applause sound effect. And that was Jimmy Parsons.
Yeah.
I've talked about this on the show before. I should have like a phone that connects to like the sound.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I could just plug into like the guitar and just plug it in Ethernet. This piano is actually a phone too.
Oh, nice.
It's a piano phone.
That's great.
But it's not plugged in, so I could have some callers on the show.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be crazy.
I really like a lot of podcasts that do editing and releasing later. They'll have people leave voicemails.
Oh, yeah.
Play the voicemails and respond to them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was thinking about having like a Q&A episode too. Just write some shit on Facebook, be like, hey, any questions, no holds barred, just, have like a form or something to type it on. So
yeah. We're having this guy on. Do you want to ask him anything?
Yeah, it's like an anonymous thing. Or I know they have those apps where you can leave a question or something anonymously.
Yeah.
I kind of want to make it anonymous so people can just ask whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Just like to see my reaction.
Yeah.
I feel like yeah, because we have there's like this show I feel like has an older fan base. I feel like so I don't know, maybe
yeah. They'd be able to figure it out.
I don't know. Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, man. It's a great time. I love talking to you, brother.
Oh yeah, it's always a great time.
We'll have to do it again.
Hell yeah! And
keep me in rotation.
We gotta have you on. We gotta make you like a reoccurring character on the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like this.
Oh, I could do characters if you want characters. But
can you come in with a British accent?
Oh yeah, I could do New Zealand too.
Social Security, please.
We're
contacting you about your vehicle warranty. Please contact us back at 330-546-7294 toll free.
Yeah, it'd be great to be big.
Be big.
Yeah.
Yeah, the links are down below. Contact Joel if you're a drummer interested in playing.
Yeah. If you like to play the rock music.
If you like playing the rock and roll.
We're also going to do some stuff like some funk and some hip-hop vibes and stuff like that too. It's not going to be solely rock, but that's a focus that I want to do at least for an album.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
See if we can resurrect my favorite thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. But, I've been writing some new music this week. I haven't written anything in like 9 months, and just in 2 days this week, I wrote 4 songs.
Wow. So you're back on it.
I'm back on it.
He's
dude.
back.
I'm in it. I'm quitting cigarettes. I got a patch on my arm right now.
He's back.
I'm trying to, use my energy for this stuff that, when you're trying to quit cigarettes and go through withdrawals and stuff, you got to stay busy. So
Yeah. You got to keep something on the mind.
Yeah, and on the hands.
You're going to be back in your full form. You're going to be back in your final form. This is going to be their final. This is going to be the form of all forms.
And having a daughter is really like, all right, work harder. Mm-hmm. Work harder. I got to work harder. I got to do something to freaking take it to the next level for my little baby girl.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm pumped.
That's awesome.
I've always wanted to be a dad, and now I get to be one.
And you're with a hot mom.
I got a real hot mom. Yeah.
All right, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much, Sticker U, for sponsoring. And I will see you all next week. Love your hot moms.
Shout out Danielle and the kids. Love you guys.
Hotmoms.com.